Well, hi again, everybody, and welcome to Big Time Sports coverage of high school football. It is Week 10, and tonight it's a special Thursday night edition of high school football for you on Big Time Sports as the Claymont Mustangs at 6-3 take on the undefeated Indian Valley Braves. I'm Dave Sheets along with analyst Greg Williams. We are here at the Hut in Janaden. And Greg, pleasure to be back with you after a couple weeks away. And we begin things with the Right Mark Roofing pregame show here on Big Time Sports. Let's first of all talk about the Claymont Mustangs who come in at 6-3. What a turnaround for second-year head coach Buddy White at Claymont after going 1-9 last year.
Yeah, what a year it's been for the Claymont Mustangs. Over the last 5 seasons, they have won just a total of 9 games. But like Dave just mentioned, they sit right now at 6-3, and they have clinched a playoff spot. Head coach Buddy White came back to Claymont after many years away. He came back last season, and he says he had a 3-year plan. I think it's safe to say that he is well ahead of schedule. He has his team playing hard, and they are competing against the top-tier teams of the IVC South. They played Garaway and Ridgewood much tougher this year, so we'll see how they do against the Indian Valley Braves tonight.
And when you look at their 3 losses, they have come to Smithville, Garaway, and Ridgeville, and those teams are combined 22-5. Meanwhile, they just keep rolling right along as we continue with the Right Mark Roofing pregame show. The Indian Valley Braves under head coach Matt Lancaster in his 19th year, they have been impressive, sitting at 8-0.
Right, on the flip side, we have Indian Valley, who has won 47 games over the last 5 seasons, including in that, of course, is last year's 16-0 season and Division IV state championship. A lot of the offensive firepower is back from that team. You got Grady Kinsey, of course, at tailback, and junior quarterback Riker Williams, who form a 1-2 punch like nobody around here has ever seen in quite some time. However, it's the emergence of the Indian Valley defense this year that has folks around here thinking repeat. The Indian Valley defense, they fly to the ball, and they have a lot of fun out there, only giving up 10 points a game so far this season.
All right, we continue with the Right Mark Roofing pregame report. Time now for our keys to the game, sponsored by Buckeye Career Center.
Well, I think for Claymont, they've got to play keep away. They need to move the sticks. They need to chew up some clock. That means Drayvon Searcy in that backfield. That means quarterback Golick completing some passes to a fine group of receivers and just hanging on to that football and keeping it away from that powerful Indian Valley offense. For Indian Valley, do what they do. Hand the ball to Grady Kinsey. Let Riker Williams run the ball, run play-action pass, and play tough, stingy defense.
There are your keys to the game, brought to you by the Buckeye Career Center. All right, when we come back, we will have the Mount Hope Fence kickoff. We are at Janaden tonight at the Hut. It's Indian Valley and Claymont, and it's coming up next on Big Time Sports. And we are back at the Hut in Janaden, moments away from tonight's opening kickoff between the visiting Claymont Mustangs and the Indian Valley Braves. And Greg, we wanted to discuss briefly before the kick the playoff situation for both of these teams.
Yeah, so the way it sits right now, Claymont is currently 9th. And they are, according to Joe Eitel, they have clinched a playoff berth. Indian Valley is now the number 2 seed, and they will clinch a home playoff game in 2 weeks, along with a bye this coming week with a win tonight. And they still might be the case even with a loss. We'll see how the points play out after the weekend is over.
All right, dropping back for Claymont is number 6, Drayvon Searcy, and number 15, Jackson Jenks. The Mount Hope Fence kickoff brought to you by our good friends at Mount Hope Fence. Kicking off for Indian Valley is number 1, Colt James, a 6'3" sophomore. Glad you are with us here tonight. Dave Sheets, Greg Williams. And here we go, we're underway. It'll be Jenks inside his own 10. Jenks to the 20. And then stacked up near the 21-yard line there. The Mustangs will start first down and 10.
Tackled by number 19.
Our game time temperature in the mid-40s. This is by far the coldest start.
We've been spoiled for the first 9 weeks of the season. It's been beautiful and warm, and it's not too bad tonight. Just a little chillier than the other 9 nights. That's really it. There's no wind. The rain has stopped, so really it's really good conditions out there for Week 9 football or Week 10 football.
Special Thursday night edition as we line up, and already a change. And there's a handoff to Searcy trying the left side, and he is stacked up. And he is going to lose a yard back to the 20. That time they had the right guard, Braylon Mullen, who earlier in the season, Greg, was a fullback and a backup running back. We'll talk more about that in a moment. Time for the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency starting lineups. First of all, for Claymont across the front, Edgar, Mullen, Cranmer, Davis, and Cameron. The wide receivers are McMorrow, Jinks, Bailey, and Matzel. The running back is Searcy, and the quarterback is Golick. And fighting for yardage.
That was the Moose.
Was it?
It was the Moose.
All right.
Claymont's coming out in a wishbone, kind of like Newcomerstown.
Defensively for the Braves, across the front, Williams, O'Connor, Wilson, and Riggs, the linebackers. Brett O'Connor, Kinsey, and Burrier. And in the secondary, Hostetler, Sell, St. Clair, and Pacine. So Claymont with a 3rd down and 6. Again, thanks to the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency for sponsoring our starting lineups.
We're talking in the pregame show. The keys to the game for Claymont was to control the clock, and you can tell that's exactly what they're trying to do with Mullen in the backfield and the wishbone attack. And the first play, they faked it to Mullen, tried to get it to Searcy coming wide.
Well, the play clock, they just reset it. It was down to 10. I was going to say the officials stopped play for a moment. Here's a fake, and now a handoff to the second back through. I think that was Searcy, and he maybe picked up a yard. Drayvon Searcy came in to this game with 687 yards rushing, 5 touchdowns. And now we have another stoppage in play as Claymont is in punt formation with Nolan McMorrow back near his 10. Double safeties drop back for the Braves.
Actually, I think on that carry for Claymont was number 34, Easton Hersey.
Adler Sell and Rowan Pacine are back for Indian Valley. And now more whistles. Boy, this seems to be a convoluted mess here at the start of this one. What's going on?
Yeah, not sure what's going on out there. We had a reset of the play clock, and now another whistle.
4th and 5 for the Mustangs from their own 26. Good snap, no pressure, not a great kick. Off the side of his foot, but he does get a beneficial bounce to the Mustangs. Ball is going to be ruled out of bounds. Indian Valley is going to have great field position at their own 47. And that's one thing you don't want to do is give these Braves a short field.
No, and Claymont was only able to take a couple of minutes off the clock. They tried to run the ball. They tried their best to play keep away from Indian Valley, but 3 running plays netted about 5 yards, and a short punt gives Indian Valley the ball at the 49-yard line.
After this play, we'll give you the starting offense for the Braves. Riker Williams is your quarterback. Grady Kinsey lines up behind him. A man in motion. Give to Kinsey. Kinsey hits the hole and crosses midfield there. They did mark it originally at the 49 of Claymont. Tuscarawas Insurance Agency starting offense for the Braves. Across the front, it's Wilson, Aney, Neff, O'Connor. The tight end is Coots. Pacine, the wideout, along with James. The fullback is Barr. Kinsey, the running back. Riker Williams, your quarterback. Quickly in the I formation. Give to Kinsey again. Straight ahead. Kinsey, a short gain to the 44-yard line. That was Ethan Fair, the inside linebacker, with the stop for Claymont. Defensively for the Mustangs, Edwards, Mullen, Edgar, Cameron across the front. Linebackers are Searcy, Hersey, Fair, and McMorrow. And then the secondary, Matzel, Wolf, and Jinks. Braves with a 3rd down and 5 at the 44 of the Mustangs. Williams guns it right side. Catch is made. First down, Indian Valley. And all the way to the Mustangs' 35-yard line. On the receiving end is Colt James. That is his 12th catch of the year. First down, Indian Valley.
Taking a look at the Denison Yard replay, Riker Williams catches the snap and just turns and throws a quick pass to Colt James. James uses his athletic ability to pick up 9 yards and a first down.
Riker Williams came in with just over 700 yards passing, 10 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Here's Kinsey on the carry. Kinsey with a short gain to the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 2 for the Braves.
Well, that Claymont defense playing the run rather tough here so far in the early going. Grady Kinsey, 3 short carries, 7 total yards. They're doing a nice job keying on Kinsey and running to the football.
2nd down and 8 at the Claymont 33. Man in motion, and this is going to be Williams. And Williams has all kinds of running room before he is cut down right near that first down marker. It is going to be a Braves first down at the Claymont 25.
Here comes the Denison Yard replay. Riker Williams following Grady Kinsey this time. Lowers his shoulder, picks up 8 yards and a first down. Part of that 1-2 punch for Indian Valley. Kinsey and Williams in that backfield.
A very light rain falling now here in Junaden. We understand that the play clocks are not working at either end of the field. This is Kinsey, and Kinsey still on his feet, down inside the 10. The Claymont is saying a fumble, and it is, and the Mustangs recover.
First and 10 Claymont.
So a rare fumble by Grady Kinsey, and the Claymont Mustangs force the first turnover of tonight's game. This will be for you a Mount Hope defensive replay. And Greg, let's see if we can pick it up here at the end of the play.
Kinsey was the quarterback, right? Yeah, that looked like that ball was coming out before he hit the ground. That might have been Searcy that ripped that ball out just as Kinsey was going to the ground. Nice play by Kinsey. Nice job by the Claymont defense, and that's what they need to stay in this game. They're going to need to force some turnovers and create some big plays here.
That is our Mount Hope Fence defensive replay. In the backfield. Ball in the air down the field. Almost brought in, but not able to make the catch was number 15, Jackson Jinks.
Carson Hosta or the coverage, second down, Claymont.
So it will bring up second down and 10.
We've seen Jenks make some nice catches this year. We had Claymont earlier in the year against Newcomerstown. He's about 6'4", has long arms, and Claymont faked to the Moose in the backfield and threw it deep down the left sidelines. Couldn't come up with the connection.
So the Moose, number 68, remains in the backfield. He is the deep back. Searcy kind of on the wing to the right. Put him in motion. They'll give it to him, sweeping left. Searcy tries to turn the corner, spins, and he is cut down for no gain.
Tackled by number 8, Riker Williams.
Davon Searcy has had a big season for these Claymont Mustangs. Also has done a nice job catching the ball out of the backfield.
Big part of the reason for the Claymont turnaround this year at 6-3. Riker Williams made a nice play from his defensive end spot, tackling Searcy for no gain.
So the Mustangs, 3rd and 10. Carson Golick drops back. We're going to get a timeout. Timeout for Claymont with 6:29 to go here in the first quarter. It's Claymont nothing, Indian Valley nothing, right here on Big Time Sports. Back at Indian Valley, and after a Claymont timeout, Mustangs have a 3rd and 10 from their own 10-yard line. Empty backfield for Golick. Four receivers to the right, Golick to throw. Pressure middle, ball is tipped and incomplete at the 20-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down and 10.
Indian Valley coming with a 4-man rush there against the empty look by Claymont. Looped their defensive lineman. Got a little bit of pressure, but Golick got rid of it on time. Just couldn't come up with the connection. Claymont's been exchanging their personnel, and that was the reason for the timeout. They had about 13 guys on the field and just didn't have the right personnel, so they needed to use the timeout, and now they're punting.
McMorrow punts from the 1. Fielded. This is Pacine. 30, sweeps the corner, 20, 10, and knocked out of bounds near the 5-yard line. Defensively, the play made by number 7, Daniel McGarr. He saved a touchdown. But the Braves are going to have great field position now.
Great job by Pacine fielding that punt. Came down to the left, got some blocks. Looked like Indian Valley maybe had a wall return down this near hash mark, and he's down at the 6-yard line.
Now in the backfield, Barr, as Kinsey shifts to the left wing. Williams is going to sweep it to the 5. Riker dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Indian Valley. And the Braves strike first with 6:08 to go here in the first quarter. Indian Valley 6, Claymont nothing. Here's a big play replay for you.
Check out Grady Kinsey on the left wing. You'll pick him up, number 22. Look at that block, driving a defensive end from Claymont all the way into the end zone. Riker Williams hit down low, but dives over the top for the touchdown.
This is Colt James for the extra point try. Kick is up. Kick is good. And James now 34 for 41 on the season. And Indian Valley leads it 7-0 over Claymont. One of our great sponsors here on Big Time Sports is Hear Inc. If you're having trouble hearing, can't quite get the whole conversation, then get your appointment with Hear Inc. Dr. Justin Garion will take care of your hearing needs. Call Hear Inc. at 234-347-0155. That's 234-347-0155. 5-5.
That short touchdown run by Riker Williams set up by the great punt return by senior Rowan Passine. Great job on the special teams there played by the Braves.
Riker Williams averaging about 8 yards per carry coming into tonight's action. That is rushing touchdown number 8 on the season for the 6-foot junior quarterback.
So Claymont got the early break with the Grady Kinsey fumble, but that Braves defense that we've been talking about all night, they really fly around and make plays. Claymont hasn't got much going on offense. Indian Valley gets the big special teams play, take the early 7-0 lead.
This will be James to kick it away. End over end kick, fielded by Jenks at the 10. 25, Jenks dives forward close to the 28-yard line. There, the Mustangs will take over 1st and 10.
Reese St. Clair down the field first for the Braves, making the tackle on Jenks. Claymont will set up shop at the 28-yard line.
So far for Claymont, 2 possessions, 2 punts, deep in their own end.
With only 4 total yards so far for Claymont.
Golick in the backfield. Has a man in motion. Fires. It is caught and then dropped. Right in the hands of Parker Haney. Haney not able to bring it in. That was a perfectly thrown ball by Carson Golick, who came in with over 1,200 yards passing, 12 touchdowns, 7 interceptions.
Nice pass by Golick, nice play design. They brought the slot receiver in jet motion, and he ran a bubble screen, bringing the outside linebacker for Indian Valley up on that bubble screen. Claymont ran a slant behind it, but unable to come up with the connection.
2nd and 10 at the 28. Handoff Searcy. Searcy makes a nice cut. Searcy crosses the 35, gets to the 36, and so the Mustangs now have a manageable 3rd down and 2 play coming up.
Taking a look at the Denison Yard replay, this is the inside zone. Searcy able to find the cutback lane, puts his foot in the ground, hits the hole hard, picks up 8 tough yards.
Third and 2 from the 36. Ball is caught this time, and making the catch and getting a couple more yards is number 10. That was Parker Haney, and Passine with the tackle. 1st down, Claymont.
Nice pass there by quarterback Golick. It was the same play concept that was just dropped moments ago. This time, Claymont receiver able to pick up the reception, Parker Haney.
From the 45, 1st and 10. Golick to throw. Fires down the middle and almost intercepted. And we've got a flag coming in on the play. Looks like it might be on Indian Valley there in the secondary. We'll see. And Greg, a guy who is being missed tonight for Indian Valley, 2-way performer Titan Peterman not in the lineup due to injury.
Yeah, that's a big loss for Indian Valley. He's an excellent two-way lineman. My understanding is he'll be maybe out for a couple of more weeks beyond tonight.
They're going to miss him on both sides of the football.
Riker Williams and Brogan O'Connor with some pressure on the quarterback.
So we've got a personal foul penalty this time against the Braves. 15 yards, and that means that the Mustangs have moved into Braves territory right near the 40. Dave Sheets, Greg Williams with you here. Quickly up to the line, that wishbone attack, and they give it to the big man, Braylon Mullen.
Tackling with the sled by number 67.
And he picks up 2 to the Indian Valley 38.
And Claymont going back to the wishbone. Once again, trying to do their best to run clock. Now you see a whole group of other guys coming in. This is their spread personnel, so running backs and tight ends come out, receivers come in.
2nd and 8 at the 38 of Indian Valley. Empty backfield for Golick. Ball in the air and almost intercepted by Kinsey. Kinsey nearly picked that. He was fighting with Mason Bailey, the wide receiver for Claymont, and it falls incomplete.
And nice read by the linebacker there, Grady Kinsey. Stepping in front of that ball thrown by Golick.
Grady Kinsey, by the way, the leading tackler on this Braves defense, came in with 61 tackles for the year.
I usually don't talk about Mr. Kinsey playing defense, but he's pretty tough on that side of the ball as well.
Yes, he is, right in the middle of that Braves defense. 4 receivers to the left on 3rd and 8. Golick fakes, looks, ball in the air, has a man out there, and is it caught? It is caught. Dawson Metzel, the junior, with the reception. And let's check that one out again. How about this throw and catch?
Well, this was a great job, first of all, by the pass protection up front, the offensive lineman for Claymont. But Matzel, he couldn't see it in the replay, but he made a real nice move, never gave up on the play, and Golick put it out there, and the Mustangs are in business.
Ball is at the Indian Valley 12-yard line. Searcy to the left of Golick. They'll give it to him. Searcy with a cut it to 10 and to the 5, fighting for yardage, and all the way down near the goal line. What a run by Drayvon Searcy. They'll actually put the ball down at the 3, Greg.
Yeah, this is the counter play. Left guard and left tackle pulling right. Searcy, nice side step. And watch this power driving towards the end zone. He gets all the way down inside the 5 to the 3-yard line.
Quite a response here by Claymont after falling behind a few moments ago. Quickly up in that wishbone again. They give it to Mullen. Mullen fighting. They stack him up. I think they're going to give him a yard to the 2.
We'll see if it's.
Oh, no gain, they say.
Claymont can still pick up a first down. It's 3rd and really short now. Nice job by the interior defense there, defensive lineman. By the Braves getting nice and low, pushing the offensive lineman back for Claymont.
Yeah, looks like they only need about a half a yard for the first. And again, in that wishbone look. Golick gives it to Searcy. Searcy. There's the signal. Touchdown Mustangs.
Touchdown Mustangs.
And Claymont responds with a wonderful drive, aided by a personal foul penalty. Touchdown Claymont.
This time, Mullen gets the fake. Second back through is Searcy. He powers his way into the end zone, giving Claymont 6 points on the board, pending the point after.
This is sophomore Cooper Newton, and he bangs it through. 15 extra points now on the season for Newton, and we are tied at 7 with exactly 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Do you like to play pickleball? Well, there's a brand new place to play. It's called Hot Shots Pickleball Club. It's straight up Route 77 into Stark County. Go to North Canton on Promway Avenue Northwest for Hot Shots Pickleball Club. They have a junior academy. They have rookie play as well. They invite you to be their guest where you can experience Hot Shots Pickleball Club with no commitment. Be their guest and play today. Try their menu, bar, and taps too. It's all part of Hot Shots Pickleball Club on Promway Avenue Northwest in North Canton. So, Greg, you have to be impressed with the way that Claymont came back with that touchdown answering drive of their own.
Very impressed. It was a 72-yard drive. they mixed in some run and some pass, and like you mentioned, that big 15-yard penalty on Indian Valley really helped Claymont in their drive there for that touchdown.
It'll be number 87, Cooper Newton, who just was successful on that extra point. He'll kick off. High and short, fielded at the 20. And a nice return for the Braves, and out across the 35. That was number 14 for Indian Valley, and he is slow to get up. That is Kyler Vosick, and he is being helped off the field. Ouch.
Yeah, that is not good news for Indian Valley, who, as we mentioned earlier, are already without the services of two-way lineman Titan Peterman. Now Vosick he's in some agony out there on the field.
Yeah, he is going to be attended to.
Looked like maybe a knee that they're working on out there. Nice return for Vosick all the way out to the 39.
We mentioned Indian Valley came into tonight's action averaging just over 39 points a game, giving up just over 9. Claymont giving up almost 14 points a game defensively, scoring not as much at 21 points per contest. So there is Vosick being helped off, and let's hope it's not too bad.
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't look too good right now. So getting that extra week off, if Indian Valley can win tonight and get that first round bye, certainly helps with some of these injuries that are starting to pop up.
You followed Indian Valley a lot closer than I did last year. Is it safe to say they were able to avoid the injury bug a year ago for the most part?
Grady Kinsey was injured for a few weeks. It was really a few weeks where they didn't really need him, but other than that, they seemed to be pretty healthy last year.
1st and 10, direct snap to Kinsey. Kinsey got a hole. Kinsey breaking tackles like he always does. He almost squirted out of there, and he's into Claymont territory at the 48.
Tackled by number 26, Miles Wolf.
That's the first big run of the night for Grady Kinsey, the senior.
Yeah, 12 yards for Kinsey, who takes the direct snap, gets the block from usual quarterback Riker Williams and fullback Bradley Barr, and breaking tackles and lowering shoulders and bowls ahead for 12 yards on 1st and 10.
The number that just jumps off the stat page, 13.2 yards per carry for Grady Kinsey this season. This is Williams on the keep. Williams straight ahead, spins. He's into the 40 and close to the 35, but a flag comes in normally where you would get a hold.
Indian Valley, face mask it looks like is going to be the penalty.
Nice north to south run there by quarterback Riker Williams, and a penalty against Claymont to boot.
Yes, that was a nice run. So you go Grady Kinsey at quarterback. He takes the direct snap. Then you come back with Riker Williams.
And Riker Williams came into tonight averaging 8 yards per carry, as you see the Denison yard replay.
Grady Kinsey again with a nice block in the hole. Riker Williams, a little spin move.
I think when he spun, that's when the face mask took place.
I think you're right.
Kind of spun away from that. Meanwhile, at the 20, 1st and 10, Williams sweeping right, and he's going to get a yard to the 19. Good play defensively by the Mustangs.
It's a real nice play. Take Easton Hersey on the tackle there for Claymont.
Easton Hersey is a 5'9" senior inside linebacker. He wears number 34 for Claymont. So the Braves will have a 2nd and 9 at the Claymont 19.
We'll see if Indian Valley keeps it on the ground with Kinsey, or they're in a good spot to run one of their play action passes here, 20-yard line in the red zone.
Under half a minute to go in this first quarter. Williams looking, fires, incomplete down near the 5-yard line. Rowan Pacine, the intended receiver, that pass off the mark, and it will bring up a 3rd down and 9 with 17 seconds left here in the first quarter.
They did go play action, a little counter boot. Riker Williams rolling out to his left, could not Come up with the completion there, the pass to Rowan Pacine. Bringing up an interesting 3rd and 10 here for the Braves. I say interesting because Grady Kinsey hasn't been able to break off those real long runs so far tonight.
Direct snap to Kinsey. Sweeping to the left. Kinsey fights for yardage and is finally dragged down inside the 10. It's a first down and 1st and goal coming up now for the Braves.
And just as I say that, they give the ball to Grady Kinsey. It wasn't a long run, but they only needed 10 yards for the 1st and 10 to move those sticks. And
if you could see there in the replay, his quarterback, Riker Williams, threw him a very nice block. Final seconds ticking off at the end of the first quarter. At the end of one on the Wayne Garage Door scoreboard, Claymont 7, Indian Valley 7. Second quarter coming up next on Big Time Sports. It's a special Thursday night edition of high school football here on Big Time Sports. Dave Sheets, Greg Williams with you here tonight at the Hut in Janaden. End of one. Some people may raise a few eyebrows, Greg. Claymont 7, Indian Valley 7.
Yeah, real good first quarter here. Claymont was able to come up with that big turnover. That certainly helped, keep this score close. Indian Valley's on the move now, so we'll see if the Claymont defense can dig in here to start the second quarter.
1st and goal for the Braves at the 7 of Claymont. Quickly they jump into the eye with Williams up under center. Give to Kinsey. Kinsey following a blocker. And Kinsey will carry down near the 2. Looks like a pickup of 5 on that carry.
2nd and goal for the Braves.
Even when it looks like Kinsey's not going to pick up much, you look up and he's got 5 yards, just dragging defenders, and everything's forward with him.
What do his numbers look like so far tonight, Greg?
We've got Kinsey right now with 7 carries and 51 yards so far tonight.
2nd and goal at the 2. Williams gives it to Kinsey with a burst. Kinsey. And he is stacked up. Looks like he may have picked up 1. And it appears the ball will be placed down at the 1. Actually just outside the 1 at the 2.
Great job by that Claymont defense. You know, they've played very well this year also. We talked about the Indian Valley defense, but this Claymont defense has been real tough so far this year. And so far, they've kept Indian Valley out of the end zone here on this drive.
They're not making it easy for the Braves. 3rd and goal at the 2. Toss to Kinsey, left side, gets a block. Kinsey is hit. Touchdown is the signal. Grady Kinsey with a touchdown run from 2 yards out. Big play replay brought to you by Domino's.
Well, it wasn't easy. Claymont had things stacked up on the inside, so Indian Valley says, well, we'll pitch it wide. He took a shot there from number 15 for Claymont. Got a good shot on Grady Kinsey. That is Jackson Jenks, but Kinsey was able to lunge into the end zone.
Extra point try by James is up and good. 10:40 to go here in the first half. Indian Valley 14 and Claymont 7. Hey, I want to thank our friends at Stocker Concrete. Stocker Concrete is a supporter of high school athletics and wishes all area teams the best of luck for your next building project. It's Stocker Concrete. Time to bring you tonight's cheer cam. Thanks to Simpson Heating and Cooling, as you get a look there at the Indian Valley cheerleaders. Good crowd on hand tonight, Greg. It's a Thursday night. The home stands here full. the visitor stands with Claymont. They showed out tonight as well.
Yeah, this is my third time here at Indian Valley this year. We had games earlier, Dave and I, Garraway, and Matt Ritzert and I a week later against Ridgewood. And tonight, big, huge crowds here all 3 nights.
And we again want to thank Simpson Heating and Cooling, bringing you tonight's cheer cam. 14-7 our score here on Big Time Sports. If you're watching on the live stream tonight, we welcome you in. Thanks for joining us.
Well, let's see if Claymont can answer this touchdown here. They're going to have to keep it close. They can't allow Indian Valley to get 2-3 scores up, so they need a big drive here.
This is a short kick on the roll, picked up by the Mustangs. Return out near the 35.
Following pace along 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
That first quarter for Claymont, Drayvon Searcy was the leading rusher, 5 carries for 19 yards and a touchdown. Quarterback Carson Golick, 2 of 6 through the air for 34 yards, with Matzel coming up with a big 27-yard catch down the Indian Valley sideline.
That was McMorrow on the return. Pretty good field position for the Mustangs. They'll start this drive at their own 36. Searcy in the backfield with the quarterback Carson Golick. On first down. Put a man in motion. And Golick to throw. Fires over the middle. It is caught. Midfield. Breaks a tackle. 45, 44-yard line. Dawson Matzel with the reception, and the Mustangs with a big play.
This pass play Claymont's running is called a shallow cross. The inside receivers are crossing each other shallow, but the outside receivers running a deep dig, about a 12 to 13-yard dig, and that's Matzel across the middle. Golick put it right between the 1 and the 1. Claymont's in business.
At the 44, 1st and 10, Claymont, flag comes in.
Flag on the play.
Legal substitution, offense.
Claymont substituting in personnel between their spread attack and their wishbone, and I think they're getting caught. This is the second time they got caught. The first time they called a timeout, but this time they had too many men on the field, so that's illegal substitution and a 5-yard penalty.
That puts the Mustangs behind the sticks now, 1st and 15 from the 49. Just under 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Braves up 7. Golick looks over the defense. Now he'll put a man in motion. That's Bailey. Give to Searcy. Searcy in trouble. Searcy knocked down. And looked like number 79.
Yeah, that was Grady Kinsey up under it.
Okay.
No, that's number 12, not 22. 12 for Indian Valley.
Caden Riggs.
Yep, Caden Riggs. Nice play by the defensive lineman.
Good job by Riggs there. Indian Valley does a lot of substituting, don't they, across that front?
They do.
So a loss of a yard. 2nd and 16. Golick to throw. Golick being pressured, lets it fly, throws it out of bounds.
Pass intended for number 3.
That's one of the few times that the Braves have actually applied some pressure on Golick here tonight so far.
Yeah, that was 55, Brogan O'Connor. Indian Valley, not only do they substitute a lot on defense, they're also switching between a 3-man front and a 4-man front, trying to confuse Claymont. They also try to match up. When Claymont goes with their spread package, they try and go with 3 down defensive linemen. When they bring the big guys in, they go with 4.
So it's 3rd and 16 from midfield for Claymont.
And as I say that, Claymont is spread and Indian Valley's in a 4-man front.
Bailey in motion, Golick to throw. Lets it go, ball in the air, and it is caught, but was he in bounds? No. Ruled out of bounds.
Pass is caught, but is out of bounds. 4th and long for the Mustangs.
That was a tremendous catch between two Indian Valley defenders, but he didn't come down in bounds.
Yep, that was a great catch out there. I didn't catch the number for Claymont, but here comes the replay. We'll see if we can come up with a number. Number 3 there for Claymont, Mason Bailey. Real nice receiver for Claymont. Great catch. Just caught it out of bounds, barely.
Here's McMorrow to punt. Came in averaging over 35 yards a kick. Oh, that is short. Hope I didn't jinx him, but he gets a great roll, doesn't he? Inside the 25, down near the 23 or so. So the Braves get the ball back, and they've got a 7-point lead with 8.5 to go here in the first half.
Versus Garraway, the game that we did, Garraway down 3 punts at the 1-yard line. Notice Indian Valley has decided to put 2 punt returners deep instead of 1.
Want to thank our good friends at Superior Insulation for your next building project. Why not work with a company that is trusted, experienced, and bonded? That company is Superior Insulation, one of our many great sponsors for Big Time Sports. Without our sponsors, we would not be able to bring you our great number of games. It's 1st and 10. It's Kinsey. Kinsey breaks the tackle. Kinsey down inside the 35-yard line, and for the first time tonight, Grady Kinsey breaks off a big run.
1st and 10.
They sneak Kinsey into the fullback spot. Pull the guard. Guard pulls and kicks out the defensive end for Claymont. Kinsey is off to the races. Nice job by Claymont defender there, number 26, Miles Wolf, catching Kinsey and tackling him at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, and Miles Wolf tried to strip that ball out as well. Kinsey able to hang on to it. 1st down at 10 at the Claymont 32 for the Braves. Fake to Kinsey. Williams fires. Man open downfield. Caught. Touchdown! Reese St. Clair on the receiving end. It's a 32-yard touchdown pass from Williams to St. Clair. Big play replay now, brought to you by Domino's.
Indian Valley with 4 receivers. They give a little poke fake there to Grady Kinsey. And Reese St. Clair running right down the seam, right down that hash mark. Riker Williams fires one in there for a 32-yard touchdown.
Indian Valley with a little bit of breathing room now. Good snap, good hold, kick up, good by James. 7:52 to go here in the first half. Indian Valley increases their lead now to 21-7. Amazing how one long run by Kinsey kind of sparked the offense there.
Yep, one long run. I said they snuck him up there at the fullback position, which they like to do a handful of times per game. He busted off the long run. Indian Valley comes right back, poke fakes to Kinsey, and was able to get Sinclair wide open for the touchdown. Grady Kinsey now 10 attempts, 10 rushes, 99 yards, and a touchdown. Riker Williams is 2 of 3 passing, 41 yards and a touchdown.
21-7 our score here in Janaden at the Hut. Glad you're with us tonight on Big Time Sports. I feel like the NFL, Thursday night football, Greg.
Might as well have high school football every night of the week, just like they do. And college football was on last night. I think they started Tuesday night games, and MACtion games will be starting up early. We just got football every single day and every single night of the week, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with that.
Doesn't make us mad, does it?
Not at all. Double duties for us this weekend, as tomorrow night we'll be down at Crater Stadium for the Dover New Philly 122nd matchup.
Can't wait for that. This is Jinx, I believe, at the 10, close to the 20, before he is knocked down. Had a little trouble picking that one up. And now Claymont down 14, gets the ball back. And let's see what the Mustangs can do.
And this is where it gets tough for Indian Valley's opponents, is when Indian Valley stretches that lead out to 2 or 3 touchdowns. There's just an awful lot of pressure on the offense to score every time they touch the ball. And Indian Valley's defense, they're just not allowing it to happen this year.
From what you've seen, is this defense overall better than last year? Is that a fair assessment?
I think it's a very fair assessment, and I think if you ask around town here, I think it's quite a bit better this year than last year.
There's a pass caught and then dropped by Mason Bailey, 5'9" senior for Claymont, not able to bring it in. We do have a flag at the 25.
Ineligible. Downfield. Penalty declined. Second down.
So if you heard that, Claymont had an ineligible receiver downfield. Indian Valley decides to decline it. What a job. Another great season for Matt Lancaster in his 19th year at Indian Valley. Overall record 143 wins to 68 losses.
Yeah, they don't get much better than Coach Lancaster. Not only is he a great coach, but he's a great person as well, and he's had a lot of success here at Indian Valley, and capped off by last year's Division IV state championship.
First ever state title for Indian Valley. Here's a quick toss out to Bailey. Bailey at the 20. Bailey knocked down at the 25. That's going to be a tough 4 yards for Mason Bailey. And you can see that defense was hitting him hard.
Swarming into that football. Not only the first state championship for Indian Valley, first state championship in football for Tuscarawas County.
I can go back to the Tuscarawas County football preview dinner, and you could see the other coaches had a sense of pride.
Absolutely.
With that.
They loved it. Gives everyone else something to shoot for, that's for sure.
They want to beat him, but they appreciate the work and the awarding of that state title. Golick looking, fires, and incomplete out near the 40-yard line. A diving effort by number 7. Looked like Daniel McGarr, the intended receiver, but it's 4th down. And how about that Indian Valley defense that series?
Yeah, and you know, nice job by the Claymont offensive line in pass protection. Golick bought himself a little bit of time. There was nobody to throw to. We can see it very well from up here beside the press box. Golick just had nowhere to go with the football.
Pretty good kick this time. Pacine has it go off his helmet, and he's going to recover it right near midfield. Don't see that very often.
No.
Rowan Pacine typically very sure-handed back there.
Yeah, he sure is. There's kind of a saying, it's like the better you are, the luckier you are. It seems like the really good teams also get bounces like that. The ball just kind of bounced in front of Pacine, and he was able to jump right on top of it. So Indian Valley with great field position again at midfield.
Yeah. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, it's the Ferris Chevrolet Toyota halftime show. Greg and I will recap the first half. We'll bring you stats, talk about the second half as well. All part of the Ferris Chevrolet Toyota halftime show. Fake to Kinsey. Pass complete. Ball comes out momentarily, and then pulling it right back in was Carson Hostetler. A short gain, just a yard on that play. That too could have been a disaster.
Yeah, I mean there was a lot going on in that play. It was a fake counter. There's some motion. The guy coming across in motion was number 5 Hostetler. He's the one who ended up catching the pass. And Indian Valley able to avoid disaster 2 straight plays.
So it's 2nd and 9. Claymont's 49. Fake. Williams will keep. Turns the corner. 45. Riker Williams upended. Knocked down hard. Carries to the 44-yard line. Thought there might have been a penalty there, but it's like Searcy for Claymont's going to have to come out of play. Maybe he lost his helmet. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I didn't see. I heard a whistle, but
yeah, me too.
Didn't really see what happened. Riker Williams sidestepping a defender.
He took a shot.
He did, and he took a shot, picking up his 6 yards.
3rd and 4 at the 44 of Claymont. Direct snap to Kinsey. Right side, Kinsey He's got the first down as he carries inside the 40 to the 39. Looked like big number 75, Brogan Wilson, the right tackle, leading the way for Kinsey.
Grady Kinsey taking the snap, the double ISO there, getting lead blocks from Bradley Barr, the fullback, and Riker Williams, the quarterback. And Grady Kinsey now with 11 carries, 104 yards, 9.5 yard average.
First down and 10 for the Braves at the Claymont 39. Clock running, coming up on 5 minutes to go in the half. Williams keeps straight ahead, all kinds of room. Riker Williams inside the 30. He's going to have another Braves first down. And all of a sudden, that offensive line starting to create some gaps, Greg.
Yep, you're going to see some jet motion here by Carson Golick. This is the counter play. Riker Williams is going to take the snap and follow his pulling left guard and left tackle. Offensive lineman driving the Claymont defenders a little bit, opening up a hole, and Riker Williams picking up about 14 yards.
First down and 10 at the Claymont 26. Fake to Kinsey, firing over the middle. Catch is made. Catch at the 20-yard line.
Greg Williams' pass intended for Kellen Coates is complete. Had a 6-yard gain in the play.
Kellen Coates, number 24. I think it's the first time we've mentioned his name tonight, a 6'1 junior on the receiving end of that pass from Williams.
Yeah, he was lined up as the tight end on the left-hand side. A little play-action pass to a little fake in there to Grady Kinsey, and Riker was able to find Coates for the 6-yard gain.
2nd and 4. Hand off Kinsey. Kinsey breaking tackles. Kinsey lunging forward to the 11, and it's another Braves first down. And right now this offense is clicking.
Kinsey's lined up offset behind the left guard as the fullback that time. They were running a low guard trap. Left guard pulling and trapping the defensive tackle for Claymont. Grady Kinsey taking it up in between the guards for another 1st and 10.
First down and 10. Ball is at the 11. Now they bring the tight end over, and now a flag comes in. We're going to have offside against Claymont.
Indian Valley uses a lot of shifting and motion. They'll put one tight end to the right and shift him to the left. Sometimes they'll shift 2 or 3 offensive players. Makes it very tough for opposing defenses to plan and prepare against all these different looks and formations.
Ball is at the 6. Now we've got a flag and a sideline warning against Indian Valley.
First one is just a warning.
Was that on Claymont?
That was on Claymont.
Okay.
Coach Buddy White was out on the field a little bit too far. Maybe said a thing or two that the official didn't like, so he got the warning.
All right. It is 1st and 5 from the 6. Williams in trouble. Williams is going to go down back outside the 10-yard line.
Tackling difference led by number 56, Brody Cameron.
Timeout on the field. We'll be back after these messages. Back here at Indian Valley. After that loss on a run by Williams, it's 2nd and 10 from the 11 for Indian Valley. Williams running, cuts it at the 5, and Williams is cut down near the 5-yard line.
Tackled by number 45, Logan Arnold.
Previous play by Claymont, number 56, Brody Cameron, came up with a big 5-yard loss, tackle for a loss on Riker Williams. That time Riker Williams ran a little play-action fake and booted out to the left, tucked it and ran for 7 yards.
Timeout taken by Claymont. Looks like a 3rd down and about 4 for Indian Valley after this timeout. Make sure you go to the Big Time Sports website for our complete schedule. It's BigTimeSportsOhio.com. That's BigTimeSportsOhio.com. You can also like, follow, subscribe us as well. Subscribe to Big Time Sports Ohio on Facebook, X, Instagram, and YouTube. Thanks for following us on Big Time Sports. Hope you enjoy our coverage throughout the high school football season, in the fall, in the winter, and in the spring.
Claymont using a timeout, trying to preserve some clock here, so if they get the football back here, they have some time to maybe try and go down and score before halftime. Indian Valley will receive the second half kickoff.
3rd down and 4. It's Kinsey sweeping to the right. Kinsey, touchdown, his second of the night. With 2:16 to go before the half, it's now 27-7. Here is your Domino's Big Play Replay featuring Grady Kinsey on the direct snap.
You can't stop him all night long. Kinsey with the direct snap. Getting some good blocking out there from Riker Williams. Another good block out there by Rowan Pacine. Looked like that play was probably to go off tackle. Kinsey found something that he liked a little bit better outside, took it to the outside and into the end zone.
Colt James with the extra point try. High snap. Williams brings it down, and James able to knock it through. And that makes it 28-7 with 2:16 to go in the first half. Remember, Greg, we were tied at 7 at the end of the first quarter.
And just observing this game, watching this game, calling this game, it seems like Claymont hasn't played that bad, but you look up on the scoreboard and Indian Valley has a 21-point lead, and they've stretched that lead out to 3 touchdowns. And like I said, if Claymont can't punch one in before halftime, Indian Valley gets the ball back to start the second half. And their offense is just, they fumbled tonight. Grady Kinsey fumbled, but other than that, they've scored on all 4 of their other possessions. It's very difficult to stop. At one point this season, might have been the Garraway game we were calling, I believe Indian Valley hadn't punted yet.
You're right.
I wonder how many times they have punted it. That number still might be 0 because they did not punt against Ridgewood, and I doubt they punted last week against Tusky Valley. We'll take a look at
that somewhere.
We'll maybe take a look at the stats and see if we can find that number. It's really unbelievable.
I believe Indian Valley has punted 3 times this year.
Incredible.
Yeah. When you think about it, it really is.
It's not like their schedule is full of really bad. I mean, they've played Green out of the Federal League. They've played Steubenville. They've played Garraway. They've played Ridgewood.
Yeah. That was Jackson Jinks on the return. And the ball will be spotted at the 32. Claymont with an opportunity now. The Mustangs have just 1 timeout to work with, a little more than 2 minutes to go. Boy, wouldn't they love to get something on the board here before going into the locker room, because you mentioned as well, Indian Valley's going to receive the second half kickoff.
That's right. So it's really critical that Claymont puts together a nice drive here and come away with 7 points.
They'll start off empty backfield for senior quarterback Carson Golick. From the 32. Fires over the middle. Bailey has it. Bailey to the 40. Bailey breaking tackles. And Bailey out near midfield after a great effort. It's going to be a first down for Claymont on this drive.
First and 10 for the Mustangs.
With exactly 2 minutes to go, stop the clock momentarily, reset the chains, and it starts back up.
Definitely a good start for the Claymont offense with that nice pass to Bailey on the crossing route.
They'll go empty again on first down. Golick being chased. He'll throw, and it's incomplete. Threw it out of bounds. The closest player was outside linebacker Brett O'Connor of Indian Valley.
Good pressure that time by number 12, Caden Riggs, on that defensive line for Indian Valley. Indian Valley's so deep. Without Titan Peterman in there, Caden Riggs has stepped in.
That, of course, on the incompletion stops the clock. 2nd and 10 at the Claymont 48.
Claymont has liked a quads look where they have 4 receivers to one side. They're in trips right now. Now quads.
Now they'll send Searcy that way. Golick over the middle. It is caught. Bailey has it inside the 30. He took a shot, but he hung on.
Is complete up to about the 28-yard line. Reese St. Clair on the tackle. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
Taking a look at the replay here. Golick stepping up in the pocket, again with really good pass protection from his offensive line. Bailey makes the tough catch, takes a tough hit, but he catches it for a Claymont first down.
At the Indian Valley 27. Here comes pressure. Riker Williams hit him. Ball comes out, and it's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
Intended for number 6, Trayvon Searcy.
Riker Williams has 2 sacks coming into tonight's game, and this is a Mount Hope Fence defensive replay.
Coming from the bottom of the screen, Riker Williams dips that shoulder, gets around the edge, and is going to hit Golick. It was close.
Yeah.
That was close. Looked like maybe Golick's arm was coming forward a little bit, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But nice pass rush move there by Riker Williams, ripping that left arm up and under and getting around the edge and hitting quarterback Golick on the backside.
2nd and 10 at the Indian Valley 27. Golick to throw, ball in the air. It is caught and then dropped, and a flag comes in.
We might get offensive pass interference on that one. We'll see.
That would not surprise me. That was Jenks down there battling with the defender. The pass interference against Jenks, the wideout. That hurts.
Yeah, it's going to come back 15 yards.
Places the ball back at the 42. So 2nd down and 25. Empty backfield. 4 receivers to the top of your screen. Out to Searcy in the flat to the 40. Searcy pushed out of bounds close to the 35.
Jenks is complete. Tackle by number 5, Carson Hostetler.
Nice job by Hostetler for Indian Valley, for Indian Valley coming up and eliminating that to a 5-yard gain.
Well, that was a case where the defense kind of backed off a little bit, wanted to keep everything in front of them. Would you agree?
Yeah, that down and distance, 2nd and 25. Indian Valley's playing a little softer. Hate to call it a prevent defense, but they're just going to give up the underneath stuff at this point in the game.
We're going to call it 3rd and 20 now from the 37. And Golick back. Ball in the air. It is picked off. Intercepted. That is Brett O'Connor. The sophomore makes a great play in the right place at the right time. Mount Hope defensive replay.
Yep, Carson Golick dropping back to pass. He's going to get some pressure again from Caden Riggs. Throws the ball up, trying to make a play, and Brett O'Connor steps in front of it. And Indian Valley, they've got the ball in pretty good field position. We'll see what they do. They're always in striking distance, though. It doesn't really matter what yard line they're on.
Yeah, that looked like miscommunication on the route with Bailey and Golick. Ends up with an interception. Here is Williams to throw. Down the middle, ball in the air, diving effort. Is it caught? It is ruled incomplete. I wanted to give the officials the opportunity to kind of get together and make the call. A lot of excitement from the fans down in front of us. They wanted to see a catch.
That's for sure.
That was Kellen Coates with a great grab, almost.
Riker Williams with all day and night to throw the football. He unloads one. Kellen Coates with a diving
Hard to tell.
Oh, Searcy was in the way, so we couldn't quite tell if that was a catch or not. Nice effort, though.
Sure. 2nd and 10 from the 42. Williams going to step up. Riker Williams carries across the 45 to the 46.
Timeout Indian Valley.
Boy, he took a shot. He looked like he face planted that time, Greg, and now we've got a timeout taken by the Braves. He looks a little wobbly.
He does look a little bit wobbly out there.
Grabbed the face mask about 3 or 4 times.
He's a tough kid. He'll be all right.
All right. Hey, partner, while we have a moment, I want to wish you a little bit of a couple days early, but a big happy birthday, my friend.
30 years old coming up here over the weekend.
Doesn't
You
look
believe
a day
that?
over, doesn't look a day over 49, and the big 5-0 staring you in the face here in a couple days.
Yeah, I appreciate it, partner.
Yeah.
Just another day, though, I think.
Yeah.
Just a number, so. But I appreciate the birthday wishes.
You bet. And I'm going to do it to you again tomorrow night at the Dover New Philly game. Going to reach as many people as we can. Huh?
And then on Saturday, you'll be buying all night long, right?
Exactly.
There we
Sure,
go.
why not? So after the Braves timeout, 3rd down and 7. Or rather, 3rd and 6 from the 46. Braves put a man in motion. And Williams being pressured. It's a screen. 45, 50. And did he get out of bounds? Yes, he did. Kellen Coates on the receiving end. And Riker Williams needed to get rid of that ball quick because the big man, number 68, Braylon Mullen, was applying the pressure.
He sure was. I was wondering how Mullen got in there so quickly. I guess because it was a screen pass. That's Coates' 3rd target for the night. 2 catches and almost a 3rd catch. I don't remember Indian Valley throwing at him too much in the other games that we've done.
They must like what they've seen in practice. At the 47, a new set of downs for the Braves. And Williams to throw again. Ball in the air, down the field to James. It's intercepted. Intercepted by Jenks inside the 5-yard line with just 17 seconds to go in the half. Mount Hope defensive replay coming at you.
Riker Williams is going to poke fake here to his receiver coming across and jet motion again all day to throw. It was a one-man route. There's only one man out there on the route. It was Colt James running the post. Looked like he may have got bumped a little bit early, but Jenks goes up high and comes up with the interception for Claymont.
So just 17 seconds to go. Reminder at the half. Our halftime show brought to you by Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Greg and I will recap the first half, bring you some statistics, preview the second half. Here from Indian Valley. 28-7, Braves on top. See if Claymont just takes a knee here. Looks like everybody's going to be in tight in the formation. Golick is under center. He takes a knee, and that will be the first half. We were tied at 7 at the end of the first quarter. Indian Valley puts 3 more scores on the board in the second, and we go to the locker rooms at the half. It's 28-7, Indian Valley over Claymont on the Wayne Garage Store scoreboard. Stay with us when we come back. The Ferris Chevrolet Toyota halftime show.
With Bell Store's Bell Buddy Rewards, you save in-store and at the pump. New members receive 20 cents off per gallon as a welcome gift. Everyday savings are made easy. Instantly enjoy 3 cents off per gallon just for being a member. When you spend $25 in store, unlock an extra 5 cents off per gallon on your next fill-up. Buy 5, get 1 free. Track your drinks and earn free coffee, fountain, icy, and espresso with Drink Clubs. So start saving today. Download the Bell Stores app and sign up for Bell Buddy Rewards.
We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more for your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Beaver Constructors is a full-service general contractor delivering top-notch commercial construction management, general contracting, and design-build services across Ohio. We prioritize doing things the right way, ensuring the highest quality in every project from critical infrastructure to facility improvements. Beaver Excavating excels in heavy civil contracting for commercial, industrial, and transportation sectors. We believe in making a positive impact through community involvement and client satisfaction.
It's March, baby, and Simpson Heating and Cooling is bringing the heat. And the shot is up. The shot is up. You call that a shot? Why don't we get somebody to teach these guys about the game of hoops?
What do you think, Coach? So I thought you said these guys were all-stars.
They are a lot more professional here in their installation. Check out this installation. He's got one turn. He makes two turns. Wow! Sweet banana. We have got a full installation.
Now I see what you meant when you were talking about all-stars. These guys know what they're doing.
Somebody call for an all-star?
When madness hits your home, choose Simpson.
It is halftime here at Indian Valley, and on the Wayne Garage Door scoreboard, you see our score: Indian Valley 28, Claymont 7, as we welcome you into the Ferris Chevrolet Toyota halftime show here on Big Time Sports. Dave Sheets and Greg Williams with you. And Greg, we had a pretty good battle there through the first quarter and into the beginning stages of the second quarter, and then Indian Valley really turned it on.
Yes, we did. It was tied up 7-7 at the end of the first quarter. And then Claymont just couldn't get enough going offensively to keep up with Indian Valley. Indian Valley has actually turned the ball over twice tonight, but they still lead on the scoreboard 28-7 as they've scored touchdowns on their other 4 possessions of the first half.
We continue with the Ferris Chevrolet Toyota halftime show. Greg, how about some halftime numbers for us?
Yeah, taking a look at the numbers here. Rushing yards. And again, this is, the Indian Valley defense being really stingy here, not giving up much on the ground, only 24 yards to Claymont in the first half. Indian Valley led by Grady Kinsey with 118 yards, and Riker Williams with 51 yards on the ground for a total of 169 yards. Carson Golick has completed 7 of 17 passes for 105 yards. Riker Williams has completed 5 of 8 passes for 55 yards. First downs, the edge goes to Indian Valley, almost doubled the amount of first downs that Claymont has. Claymont with 4 penalties, Indian Valley with just 1. We had 3 first half turnovers there, 2 by Indian Valley and 1 by Claymont.
We continue with our halftime show, again brought to you by Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Greg, what is Buddy White and the coaching staff of Claymont telling their players here in the locker room?
I think he's probably telling them to keep playing hard. I think Claymont is playing hard. I think they've played hard all year long. They've done at times they've done a really good job of stopping Grady Kinsey. He's only broken maybe one long run that I can remember, the one where he was the fullback. Just keep playing hard, keep getting after it. I think in the last few years this game was probably over by halftime. But Claymont, it's a 21-point game. They're playing tough. They're making some nice plays. They're doing a couple of things nice offensively. So I think he's just telling them, hang in there and keep playing tough and see what happens.
And if you're Matt Lancaster and the Indian Valley Braves, you're up 28-7 at the half. What are his thoughts that you would project?
Yeah, I think Coach Lancaster is probably saying, hey, guys, let's put these guys away. Let's not give them any chance. We're going to receive the second half kickoff. Let's drive down. Let's do what we do. Let's score a touchdown. Let's go up 4 scores. Let's turn the heat up even more on defense and get another touchdown, get the running clock, and let's go get ready for the playoffs.
All right, that's going to do it for the Ferris Chevrolet Toyota halftime show On the Wayne Garage Door scoreboard, there you see our score. The Braves 28, the Mustangs 7 here at the half. Stick around. When we come back, we'll have the third quarter kickoff right after these messages on Big Time Sports.
Ready for adventure? The 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is here. With its sleek design, advanced safety features, and spacious interior, the Equinox is built for your next journey. It combines performance with efficiency. Find yours at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Locally trusted, family-owned, and dedicated to your driving needs, Ferris Chevrolet Toyota makes finding your dream car easy.
Introducing Mount Hope Fence. Elevate your outdoors with our premier fences, beautiful pergolas, and captivating decks. We're your local experts on outdoor transformations, security, style, and serenity. We have it all. Let us bring your outdoor dreams to life. Mount Hope Fence, your space, your sanctuary. 7102 County Highway 77 in Millersburg and 644 Killian Road in Akron. Mount Hope Fence. We have the inside on the outdoors.
Not like your average high school. You start with something that you love.
Just getting hands-on is way different from sitting in a classroom.
Every day's different. You come across a problem, you have to tackle that problem, you have to figure out how to tackle the problem.
Skills I've acquired through just my lab in itself have been mind-blowing. Definitely here at Buckeye, they prepare you for any situation that you could go into after high school.
Welcome to PAC Oil Drilling, your local energy partner. Embrace the benefits of domestic oil production with us. We pride ourselves on safe and environmentally responsible practices, ensuring minimal impact on Ohio's beautiful landscape. Our dedicated team is committed to meeting energy demands while preserving nature's beauty. PAC Drilling is a big supporter of high school athletics and academics. We wish our athletes the very best on the field and in the classroom.
With Bell Store's Bell Buddy Rewards, you save in-store and at the pump. New members receive 20 cents off per gallon as a welcome gift. Everyday savings are made easy. Instantly enjoy 3 cents off per gallon just for being a member. When you spend $25 in store, unlock an extra 5 cents off per gallon on your next fill-up. Buy 5, get 1 free. Track your drinks and earn free coffee, fountain, icy, and espresso with drink clubs. So start saving today. Download the Bell Stores app and sign up for Bell Buddy Rewards.
Beaver Constructors is a full-service general contractor delivering top-notch commercial construction management, general contracting, and design-build services across Ohio. We prioritize doing things the right way, ensuring the highest quality in every project from critical infrastructure to facility improvements. Beaver Excavating excels in heavy civil contracting for commercial, industrial, and transportation sectors. We believe in making a positive impact through community involvement and client satisfaction.
It's March, baby, and Simpson Heating and Cooling is bringing the heat. And the shot is up. The shot is up. You call that a shot? Why don't we get somebody to teach these guys about the game of hoops?
What do you think, Coach? So I thought you said these guys were all-stars.
They are a lot more professional here in their installation. Check out this installation. He's got 1 turn. He makes 2 turns. Wow! Sweet banana. We have got a full installation.
Now I see what you meant when you were talking about all-stars. These guys know what they're doing.
Somebody call for an all-star?
When madness hits your home, choose Simpson.
Searching for the quality of a nationally recognized Medicare Advantage plan, but seeking the personalized care and service of a local, familiar face? Primetime Health Plan is a top-performing plan with competitive benefits available right here in your community. Whether you call or meet us in person, our local team will be there to help you find quality coverage and care close to home. Call us today or visit us online at www.pthp.com to learn about our 2024 plans.
Ready for adventure? The 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is here. With its sleek design, advanced safety features, and spacious interior, the Equinox is built for your next journey. It combines performance with efficiency. Find yours at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Locally trusted, family owned, and dedicated to your driving needs, Ferris Chevrolet Toyota makes finding your dream car easy.
Introducing Mount Hope Fence. Elevate your outdoors with our premier fences, beautiful pergolas, and captivating decks. We're your local experts on outdoor transformations, security, style, and serenity. We have it all. Let us bring your outdoor dreams to life. Mount Hope Fence, your space, your sanctuary. 7102 County Highway 77 in Millersburg and 644 Killian Road in Akron. Mount Hope Fence. We have the inside on the outdoors.
Not like your average high school. You start with something that you love.
Just getting hands-on is way different from sitting in a classroom.
Every day's different. You come across a problem, you have to tackle that problem, you have to figure out how to tackle the problem.
Skills I've acquired through just my lab in itself have been mind-blowing. Definitely here at Buckeye, they prepare you for any situation that you could go into after high school.
Welcome to PAC Oil Drilling, your local energy partner. Embrace the benefits of domestic oil production with us. We pride ourselves on safe and environmentally responsible practices, ensuring minimal impact on Ohio's beautiful landscape. Our dedicated team is committed to meeting energy demands while preserving nature's beauty. PAC Drilling is a big supporter of high school athletics and academics. We wish our athletes the very best on the field and in the classroom.
With Bell Store's Bell Buddy Rewards, you save in-store and at the pump. New members receive 20 cents off per gallon as a welcome gift. Everyday savings are made easy. Instantly enjoy 3 cents off per gallon just for being a member. When you spend $25 in store, unlock an extra 5 cents off per gallon on your next fill-up. Buy 5, get 1 free. Track your drinks and earn free coffee, fountain, icy, and espresso with drink clubs. So start saving today. Download the Bell Stores app and sign up for Bell Buddy Rewards.
Beaver Constructors is a full-service general contractor delivering top-notch commercial construction management, general contracting, and design-build services across Ohio. We prioritize doing things the right way, ensuring the highest quality in every project from critical infrastructure to facility improvements. Beaver Excavating excels in heavy civil contracting for commercial, industrial, and transportation sectors. We believe in making a positive impact through community involvement and client satisfaction.
It's March, baby, and Simpson Heating and Cooling is bringing the heat. And the shot is up. The shot is up. You call that a shot? Why don't we get somebody to teach these guys about the game of hoops?
What do you think, Coach?
So I thought you said these guys were all-stars.
They are a lot more professional here in their installation. Check out this installation. He's got 1 turn. He makes 2 turns. Wow! Sweet banana. We have got a full installation.
Now I see what you meant when you were talking about all-stars. These guys know what they're doing.
Somebody call for an all-star?
When madness hits your home, choose Simpson.
Searching for the quality of a nationally recognized Medicare Advantage plan, but seeking the personalized care and service of a local, familiar face? Primetime Health Plan is a top-performing plan with competitive benefits available right here in your community. Whether you call or meet us in person, our local team will be there to help you find quality coverage and care close to home. Call us today or visit us online at www.pthp.com to learn about our 2024 plans.
Ready for adventure? The 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is here. With its sleek design, advanced safety features, and spacious interior, the Equinox is built for your next journey. It combines performance with efficiency. Find yours at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Locally trusted, family-owned, and dedicated to your driving needs, Ferris Chevrolet Toyota makes finding your dream car easy.
Introducing Mount Hope Fence. Elevate your outdoors with our premier fences, beautiful pergolas, and captivating decks. We're your local experts on outdoor transformations, security, style, and serenity. We have it all. Let us bring your outdoor dreams to life. Mount Hope Fence, your space, your sanctuary. 7102 County Highway 77 in Millersburg and 644 Killian Road in Akron. Mount Hope Fence. We have the inside on the outdoors.
Not like your average high school. You start with something that you love.
Just getting hands-on is way different from sitting in a classroom.
Every day's different. You come across a problem, you have to tackle that problem, you have to figure out how to tackle the problem.
Skills I've acquired through just my lab in itself have been mind-blowing. Definitely here at Buckeye, they prepare you for any situation that you could go into after high school.
Welcome to PAC Oil Drilling, your local energy partner. Embrace the benefits of domestic oil production with us. We pride ourselves on safe and environmentally responsible practices, ensuring minimal impact on Ohio's beautiful landscape. Our dedicated team is committed to meeting energy demands while preserving nature's beauty. PAC Drilling is a big supporter of high school athletics and academics. We wish our athletes the very best on the field and in the classroom.
With Bell Store's Bell Buddy Rewards, you save in-store and at the pump. New members receive 20 cents off per gallon as a welcome gift. Everyday savings are made easy. Instantly enjoy 3 cents off per gallon just for being a member. When you spend $25 in store, unlock an extra 5 cents off per gallon on your next fill-up. Buy 5, get 1 free. Track your drinks and earn free coffee, fountain, icy, and espresso with drink clubs. So start saving today. Download the Bell Stores app and sign up for Bell Buddy Rewards.
Beaver Constructors is a full-service general contractor delivering top-notch commercial construction management, general contracting, and design-build services across Ohio. We prioritize doing things the right way, ensuring the highest quality in every project from critical infrastructure to facility improvements. Beaver Excavating excels in heavy civil contracting for commercial, industrial, and transportation sectors. We believe in making a positive impact through community involvement and client satisfaction.
It's March, baby, and Simpson Heating and Cooling is bringing the heat. And the shot is up. The shot is up. You call that a shot? Why don't we get somebody to teach these guys about the game of hoops?
What do you think, Coach?
So I thought you said these guys were all-stars.
They are a lot more professional here in their installation. Check out this installation. He's got 1 turn. He makes 2 turns. Wow! Sweet banana. We have got a full installation.
Now I see what you meant when you were talking about all-stars. These guys know what they're doing.
Somebody call for an all-star?
When madness hits your home, choose Simpson.
Searching for the quality of a nationally recognized Medicare Advantage plan, but seeking the personalized care and service of a local, familiar face? Primetime Health Plan is a top-performing plan with competitive benefits available right here in your community. Whether you call or meet us in person, our local team will be there to help you find quality coverage and care close to home. Call us today or visit us online at www.pthp.com to learn about our 2024 plans.
Ready for adventure? The 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is here. With its sleek design, advanced safety features, and spacious interior, the Equinox is built for your next journey. It combines performance with efficiency. Find yours at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Locally trusted, family-owned, and dedicated to your driving needs, Ferris Chevrolet Toyota makes finding your dream car easy.
Introducing Mount Hope Fence. Elevate your outdoors with our premier fences, beautiful pergolas, and captivating decks. We're your local experts on outdoor transformations, security, style, and serenity. We have it all. Let us bring your outdoor dreams to life. Mount Hope Fence, your space, your sanctuary. 7102 County Highway 77 in Millersburg and 644 Killian Road in Akron. Mount Hope Fence. We have the inside on the outdoors.
Not like your average high school. You start with something that you love.
Just getting hands-on is way different from sitting in a classroom.
Every day's different. You come across a problem, you have to tackle that problem, you have to figure out how to tackle the problem.
skills I've acquired through just my lab in itself have been mind-blowing. Definitely here at Buckeye, they prepare you for any situation that you could go into after high school.
Welcome to PAC Oil Drilling, your local energy partner. Embrace the benefits of domestic oil production with us. We pride ourselves on safe and environmentally responsible practices, ensuring minimal impact on Ohio's beautiful landscape. Our dedicated team is committed to meeting energy demands while preserving nature's beauty. PAC Drilling is a big supporter of high school athletics and academics. We wish our athletes the very best on the field and in the classroom.
With Bell Store's Bell Buddy Rewards, you save in-store and at the pump. New members receive 20 cents off per gallon as a welcome gift. Everyday savings are made easy. Instantly enjoy 3 cents off per gallon just for being a member. When you spend $25 in store, unlock an extra 5 cents off per gallon on your next fill-up. Buy 5, get 1 free. Track your drinks and earn free coffee, fountain, icy, and espresso with drink clubs. So start saving today. Download the Bell Stores app and sign up for Bell Buddy Rewards.
Beaver Constructors is a full-service general contractor delivering top-notch commercial construction management, general contracting, and design-build services across Ohio. We prioritize doing things the right way, ensuring the highest quality in every project from critical infrastructure to facility improvements. Beaver Excavating excels in heavy civil contracting for commercial, industrial, and transportation sectors. We believe in making a positive impact through community involvement and client satisfaction.
It's March, baby, and Simpson Heating and Cooling is bringing the heat. And the shot is up. The shot is up. You call that a shot? Why don't we get somebody to teach these guys about the game of hoops?
What do you think, Coach?
So I thought you said these guys were all-stars.
They are a lot more professional here in their installation. Check out this installation. He's got 1 turn. He makes 2 turns. Wow! Sweet banana. We have got a full installation.
Now I see what you meant when you were talking about all-stars. These guys know what they're doing.
Somebody call for an all-star?
When madness hits your home, choose Simpson.
Searching for the quality of a nationally recognized Medicare Advantage plan, but seeking the personalized care and service of a local, familiar face? Primetime Health Plan is a top-performing plan with competitive benefits available right here in your community. Whether you call or meet us in person, our local team will be there to help you find quality coverage and care close to home. Call us today or visit us online at www.pthp.com to learn about our 2024 plans.
Back here at Indian Valley, moments away from the start of the second half. Dave Sheets and Greg Williams with you tonight here on Big Time Sports, a special Thursday night edition of high school football. It is week 10, and we are excited to be here tonight. Much cooler temperatures at the start of this one, and we have drifted into the low 40s here now as we get ready to start the second half.
Yeah, after 9 straight weeks of great weather, it's still not bad tonight. It's just It just turned in the fall. That's all.
Got a little bit of a light drizzle now here as we are getting set for the second half. And tonight's second half kickoff is being brought to you by Mount Hope Fence. Thanks to our sponsor, Mount Hope Fence, sponsoring this next kickoff.
I'd say watch out for an onside kick here by Claymont. A lot of teams do this against Indian Valley, just trying to gain a possession.
Indian Valley looks like they're ready for it.
Very well prepared.
Sophomore Cooper Newton ready to kick it away for Claymont. Fielded at the 20. This is James. James with a nice return across the 40. breaks a tackle and finally shoved out at about the 42, maybe the 43-yard line.
Indian Valley with excellent field position once again. Colt James taking that ball right up the Indian Valley sideline, picking up good yardage on the kickoff return.
Colt James, a 6'3 junior. So the Braves, first down and 10 at their own 42-yard line. Kinsey to the right of Williams, the quarterback. They'll shift Barr over to the up back on the left. It's the handoff to Kinsey. Look at him go. Turns the corner. And finally shoved out all the way down to the Claymont 25. But I think it's going to come back.
I think you're right, Dave. I think Indian Valley is going to get called for a hold. Maybe a block in the back.
So that will wipe out that long run by Kinsey. And the ball will be marked at the 47. Where it will be first down and 5. That is Kinsey again, and he falls forward as he crosses midfield down to the 45 of Claymont. That's going to be a first down for the Braves.
Indian Valley again sneaking Kinsey to the fullback position. He goes off tackle, picks up the 1st and 10. Said earlier in the first half, they like to put him up there about 5 times a game or so. Usually it's about 100% of the time he gets the carry.
Ball is at the 45. Again, want to recognize the fans who came out tonight. Both teams well represented on both sides of the field. Here's a fake, and Williams is going to keep to the 40. Riker turns the corner, first down and more, as he fights all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Picked up about 10 more yards than maybe he should have at the end of that run.
Yeah, but Riker Williams, they tried to run this play in the first half. They're faking a counter, and they're looking to throw back to Reese St. Clair. Claymont has it covered, but Riker Williams just says, oh, I'll just kind of spin around and take it back to the left where nobody is and pick up about 18 yards.
That's another first down, and it's now spotted at the 27 of Claymont. Williams goes right side, turns the corner. Riker Williams inside the 20, and then stopped down near the 18. I heard a whoa from the crowd. I guess that was a reaction to the block by Grady Kinsey.
Yeah, I think it probably was. Indian Valley came out with trips to the right side, the wide side of the field. They also brought an extra end over, so they had 3 men to the right of the center, plus the 3 receivers trying to outflank the Claymont defense, and they just ran behind the 3-man side.
Second down, less than a yard from the 20 or 18. Williams looks, throws right side. James on the reception, spins, and Colton James upended down near the 10. He took a blast out of bounds. I think that was Jenks who got him.
He sure did. Might have been Hersey. This is the slip screen for Indian Valley. Riker Williams turns and looks to Colt James. He has his blockers coming from the inside, but he chooses to do the old spin move to the outside, and that was either 45 Hersey or maybe 15. 15. Which
that
is
was
Jenks. Yeah, Jenks.
I had it right for once.
Yeah.
1st and 10. Give to Kinsey. Kinsey straight ahead. Kinsey 5 and a touchdown. Grady Kinsey with his 3rd rushing touchdown here in the game. And that extends the lead to 34-7 with just over 9 minutes to go in the 3rd.
Grady Kinsey taking that ball over left guard, breaking a couple of tackles, dragging Claymont defenders into the end zone for, as Dave just said, his 3rd touchdown of the night.
Another Domino's big play replay for you. James, extra point try. Kick up, and it's good.
Kick is good. With 9:04 left in the third quarter, Indian Valley.
Colt James, 5 for 5 on extra points tonight. And we have just over 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. Indian Valley comes out, takes the opening kickoff in this third quarter, marches right down the field.
Yeah, we've got some stats updates here. Grady Kinsey, 16 carries, 144 yards, now and 3 touchdowns. Riker Williams, 11 carries, 78 yards and a touchdown. And Indian Valley just kind of making it look easy. Threw in a couple of pass plays there, ran Riker Williams, ran Grady Kinsey a couple of times, and into the end zone they go once again. You mentioned Colt James, 5 for 5 on PATs, and the Indian Valley defense is much improved, but so are the special teams. There was a point in time last year they wouldn't even attempt extra points. They just always went for 2. So being able to come out and kick that extra point, they've had excellent kick coverage. Aside from Pacine letting the one punt bounce off of his face mask, they usually catch punts. They usually do a pretty nice job on their special teams as well. So all around improvement on the special teams and defensive sides of the ball for Indian Valley this year to go along with that unbelievable offense.
And I would probably describe it as not flashy, but certainly solid.
Right.
Which is, you know, if you can not get beat with special teams, you're in a good spot.
Exactly. Don't make mistakes. Don't turn the football over. Don't have penalties. Just be very sound in the kicking game, and it can win you a lot of ball games just doing that.
Kick fielded by the Mustangs, and they'll have it at their own 36-yard line. They've been outscored now 28-0 since the start of the second quarter. Their lone touchdown in the first quarter. Mustangs have some work to do, and they'll come out first down and 10 with senior quarterback Carson Golick in the empty backfield. Now they'll send a man in motion. That's Bailey. They'll flip it out to Bailey. He's got it at the 35, 40, and then dragged down near the 42. Grady Kinsey had some help, but he was the lead tackler on that stop.
Tackled by number 15, Brett O'Connor.
Just got some motion here. Carson Golick going to throw to the motion man. That's Bailey out here to the left flat. He's going to break a tackle there from Carson Hostetler, pick up about 6 yards on the play.
Making the initial hit was Brett O'Connor, the outside linebacker, with Kinsey helping to clean up. At the 42, that was a gain of 6. So it's 2nd and 4. Give to Searcy. Searcy, a yard to the 43. You know, there's another example. Dravon Searcy really has been held in check tonight by this Braves defense.
He sure has. Number 75, Brogan Wilson, making a nice play. Searcy with 7 attempts for just 19 yards tonight, as Claymont has only been able to muster up 25 yards on the ground here.
And we saw him earlier in the year against Newcomerstown. He went well over 100 yards, didn't he, that night?
He sure did. Had a great night down at Newcomerstown and has had a really good season. But that's just shows you how good this Indian Valley defense is playing this year.
3rd down and 2. Ball tipped at the line and incomplete. Riker Williams got a hand on that one.
Yep, he sure did. Got that big right hand up in the air and batted that ball down at the line of scrimmage. Claymont looks like they might just go ahead and go for it here on 4th and 2.
Mount Hope defensive replay for you.
Number 8, Riker Williams, puts that right hand up in the air. That's what you're taught as a defensive lineman. If you can't get to the quarterback, when he throws the ball, get those arms up. You might tip the ball, bat it down, which is exactly what Riker Williams did on that play.
Mustangs appear to be going for it. They may try to draw Indian Valley offside. It's 4th and 2. Golick to throw. Fires, and it is caught at the 45 and out of bounds. That's Parker Haney, the junior, with the reception. First down, Mustangs.
The Twins receivers down here, the short side, you can see him. The outside receiver is Haney, runs a nice curl route. The inside receiver ran an out cut. Haney got right in a nice little soft part of the zone, and they pick up a first down.
At the 43, Golick throws, and it's tipped and intercepted. Is that 29 or 28?
28. That was Logan Burrier, I believe.
Logan Burrier, the junior, with the tip and then the pick.
Nice job stepping in front of the receiver there for Claymont. That was number 3, Mason Bailey. Burrier steps in front, pops the ball up in the air to himself. Indian Valley with their second interception tonight.
1st and 10 now for the Braves at their own 41. Put a man in motion, double reverse, back to Williams. Little razzle-dazzle to James downfield, and we're going to get a pass interference penalty against Claymont.
Did James catch that ball?
I don't think so.
No, they call it incomplete.
That's about as much razzle-dazzle, I think, as you'll see out of Indian Valley.
Yeah, Indian Valley going deep into the playbook. The bag of tricks.
So it's a pass interference call against Claymont. And now we'll have that yardage marched off against the Mustangs.
One more thing for opponents down the line to have to prepare for.
Right.
Sometimes you show those plays on purpose.
We talked about coming into tonight's action for Claymont. They were currently sitting 9th in Division 5, Region 17, as we look forward to the playoffs. In Division 4, Region 15, Indian Valley sitting in 2nd place. This is Riker Williams. Riker Williams down the sideline and slung down at the 25. Jinx made the stop.
Saw this play a little earlier in the first half from Indian Valley. Number 22, Grady Kinsey, comes up to the right wing. He's going to seal off the defensive end. There you see him making a nice block, as are the other Indian Valley Braves. Riker Williams pushes ahead for a run of about 20 yards.
1st down and 10 now for the Braves at the 24. And they give it to the fullback that time. That is Bradley Barr.
Bradley Barr
picks up considerable yardage. It's like a 5-yard pickup. Ball at the 19 now of Claymont.
Bradley Barr throwing lead blocks all night long, so every now and then you got to throw him a bone and give him a carry. Nice job there by Barr for 5 yards.
Got to keep him interested, right?
Absolutely.
2nd down and 5 from the 19. Direct snap, Kinsey. Kinsey right side. Kinsey turns the corner to the 5 and touchdown, Grady Kinsey. Make it touchdown number 4. That extends the lead now to 41-7. Here it comes, the Domino's big play replay, Greg.
Grady Kinsey lining up as the quarterback. He's got his lead blockers, Bradley Barr and Riker Williams. In that offensive line, the receivers are throwing blocks. Kinsey bounces it to the outside, takes it in for the 20-yard touchdown. Kinsey, 17 carries, 164 yards, and 4 touchdowns on the night.
Extra point is up and good. Just over 5 minutes to go in the 3rd. Indian Valley 42, Claymont 7. Back after these messages on Big Time Sports. A little more than 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. 2 third quarter touchdowns by Indian Valley. They've extended their lead now to 42-7, and we will have a running clock. After this kickoff by Colt James of the Braves. You know, they did have big expectations for Indian Valley at the start of this season after winning the state title last year. At the beginning of the year, Greg, they had returning starters, 7 on offense, 7 on defense. Kinsey back, the running back. Williams back, the quarterback. A couple of defensive backs, a couple linebackers back, and so expectations were high.
Yep, they definitely were, and you know, Indian Valley has met every challenge so far here this year. It'll be fun to watch them go through the playoffs. Team from up north, Cleveland Glenville, is the team that a lot of folks are talking about. Indian Valley, if they can advance to the state finals, maybe going up against Ted Ginn's team up there.
Wouldn't that be something?
That would be a lot of fun. Last year it was Sandusky Perkins, and not a whole lot of people gave Indian Valley a chance to win that ball game, but one of the best football games I've ever seen. Indian Valley came away with that state championship by a point up at, I want to keep calling it Fawcett Stadium, but it's not Fawcett Stadium anymore.
Benson Stadium.
Benson Stadium up at the Hall of Fame in Canton.
Well, we are certainly excited. Tomorrow night we will have the latest meeting in the third oldest high school football rivalry in the state of Ohio. Is New Philly at Dover tomorrow night on Big Time Sports.
Yeah, great rivalry, and I'm sure it'll be a great atmosphere tomorrow night at Crater Stadium.
James end over end kick. Jenks at the 20. Jenks across the 35, still on his feet to the near the 45. Jackson Jenks is another name that we have not talked a lot about tonight, and I know the Mustangs have had an outstanding season from him as well.
Yeah, for sure. Jackson Jenks, real nice wide receiver for Claymont this year, having a real nice season. And you know, this is what I was talking about at the halftime show. Claymont, you asked what Coach Buddy White might be telling his team, and that's to keep fighting and keep playing hard. Jenks could have went down easily 10 yards backwards. He chose to keep fighting and moving forward all the way up to the 44-yard line.
All right, our clock is a running clock now as we come up on 4 minutes to go in the third. This is a backup running back in the game carrying the ball.
Mason Bailey, the ball carrier. About a 1 yard gain on the play.
I think that was number 34, and that is Easton Hersey, also playing inside linebacker tonight for Claymont.
Hersey had a carry early on in the game tonight for Claymont.
Picked up 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 46. Toss to Hersey, sweeping left, and coming up and making a nice play, Basine for the Braves.
Nice play by Basine, coming from his secondary position. Nice angle, getting downhill. Good form tackle there on Hersey.
Yeah, showed good pursuit. So just a yard pickup there for Hersey. 3rd down and 7 from the 47-yard line. A very light drizzle continuing to fall here at Indian Valley. Started right near the end of halftime, and now a timeout. Timeout taken by Claymont with 2:37 to go in the third quarter. Hey, do you like to play pickleball? Well, there's a brand new place in Stark County. It's called Hot Shots Pickleball Club. It's on Promway Avenue Northwest. Just travel from T County up the Highway 77 to North Canton. Promway Avenue Northwest in North Canton, Hot Shots Pickleball Club. They feature a junior academy where fun meets fundamentals. Young players learn the game in a positive and encouraging environment, skills, drills, and games. Also, you can be their guest. You can experience Hot Shots Pickleball Club with no commitment. Be their guest and play today. You can also check out their restaurant and bar area. Good vibe, great foods, and tap wall with your favorites on draft. It's all at the Hot Shots Pickleball Club Bromway Avenue Northwest in North Canton in Stark County. After the Mustangs timeout, it's 3rd and 7 at the 47. Golick empty backfield. Fires left side, and it's knocked down. Pass intended for Dawson Matzel, and it looked like Colt James got a hand on that ball, broke it up.
That was Colt James. Matzel running the comeback route at the sticks. Colt James coming with his right hand, chopping down on the football, knocking it free. Great play there by Colt James out here on the corner.
Brings up 4th and 7. Mustangs will go for it here. Send it back in motion. Golick to throw. Here comes the pressure, and he'll throw it out of bounds.
Pass thrown out of bounds.
Again, number 12, Caden Riggs for Indian Valley applying the pressure from that defensive line spot.
Riggs has been in that backfield several times here tonight for Indian Valley. Again, he's playing along that defensive line. The absence of Titan Peterman means that Caden Riggs getting a lot more playing time here tonight.
Greg, don't forget at the end of tonight's game, it's our Clars XL screen printing player of the game. I don't know, my friend. We're going to have a tough time, I think.
Yeah, we have a couple of candidates that we'll have to discuss here in 20, 25 minutes or so.
1st and 10 for the Braves at the Claymont 47. Fake. Williams throws down the field, has a man open, and he dropped it. Not able to bring it in is Carson Hostetler. Williams put that on the money. It was Hostetler getting behind the defense, but not able to bring it in.
Yeah, you know, those are the kind of plays that Indian Valley, if they do want to repeat, they've got to make those plays. That was play action pass, and this time it was Hostetler running the post route, and Riker Williams put it right in the bread basket, but Hostetler not able to come up with a catch.
And that's going to wrap the 3rd quarter here at Indian Valley. We go to the 4th quarter. Our score, the Braves 42, the Mustangs 7 on the Wayne Garage Store scoreboard. 4th quarter coming up next. At the 4th quarter here at Indian Valley, the Braves in control, 42-7 on the Wayne Garage Store scoreboard. Glad you're with us here tonight on Big Time Sports. We start the 4th. Indian Valley will have a 2nd and 10 at the Claymont 47. We noticed a moment ago Grady Kinsey out of the ball game for the Braves.
Yep, going to keep Grady out here probably for the rest of the game, avoid the injury.
There's a handoff straight ahead. And on the carry, is that Brett O'Connor?
Looked like, yep, number 15, Brett O'Connor on the carry.
Brett O'Connor, a 5'9" sophomore. Starts at outside linebacker on defense.
Typically 27, Reese St. Clair comes in to get the backup carries, but Indian Valley going deeper on the depth chart to sophomore Brett O'Connor.
Yeah, continue to build that depth heading into the postseason. 1st and 10 at the 35. Williams, O'Connor again, Good burst, O'Connor to the 20, to the 15, and down near the 10. Boy, in the little bit I've seen him in these last couple of plays, he does not waste any time hitting that hole.
No, he does not. That was a great explosion through that hole for O'Connor. Reese St. Clair in backup duties, he looks good out there, tailback. Now O'Connor, and I said it the other times we had this Indian Valley team, their backups get so much playing time, and a lot of blowouts, and a lot of times that these younger kids get to come out and play in the third quarter, even in the fourth quarter, playing a whole half of football. So when it's their turn to get out on the field, they already have the experience. Now Connor, of course, starts on defense, but even some other players who Indian Valley will no doubt substitute in here the rest of the night, they've already had some experience under the Friday night lights.
And what a great job by the offensive line once again. And head coach Matt Lancaster getting his second team offense now on the field. Time to bring you another edition of our Fan Cam, brought to you by the Dover Dental Group. Hanging on the fence down there in the end zone area, thanks to the Dover Dental Group sponsoring our Fan Cam here tonight. So it looks like a fresh 11 out there for the Braves. And again, Coach Lancaster giving that first team offense an opportunity to be recognized by the fans here on the home side.
Yeah, last regular season home game for all of the seniors here tonight.
Right.
As Indian Valley had their senior night, but most likely it's looking like not the last home game, as they will have a home playoff game here in 2 weeks.
First down and 10 at the 11. And it's going to be a quarterback keep, trying the right side and being knocked down is number 19. That is T.C. Cannon, the 5'11 sophomore, now in at quarterback, replacing Riker Williams.
Happened to see TC's uncle at halftime. Had a conversation with him. Told him I'd say something nice about his uncle. So there it is, saying something nice about Mr. Cannon out there.
All right. No gain on that run by Cannon, so it's 2nd and 11. Excuse me, 2nd and 10 from the 11. And Cannon going to hand off this time, and having trouble, losing a couple, it looks like. Was number 21, Bodie Raymond, a 5'4 sophomore. Here's a Mount Hope defensive replay.
And nice play there by the Claymont defense there. That's number 12, Saxon Giamenni on the tackle there for Claymont. There's some backups for both teams. They're going to finish out the last 8.5 minutes of this contest.
That's going to be a 1-yard loss a moment ago. So it's 3rd and 11 from the 12. This is going to be Cannon sweeping to the left. Cannon inside the 10, inside the 5 to the 4 before the whistle stops the play.
Gets out to what appears to be the 4-yard line. 4th down.
I want to thank one of our great sponsors, Miller Clothing and Shoes. From suits to work boots, you got to try Miller Clothing and Shoes. Marty Miller will make you the best dressed man in town. Miller Clothing and Shoes in downtown New Philadelphia. So it's 4th down and 3, just inside the 5. Cannon takes it inside the 5, spins and is knocked down. Is he going to have enough for the first down? I don't think so.
Looks pretty close, but I'll agree with you. I think he's about a half yard to a yard short of the first down.
So the Braves will turn it over on downs. Ball will be marked at the 3-yard line, and Claymont will take over 1st and 10, as we are now at 7 minutes with a running clock here in the 4th quarter. 42-7, there you see our score on the Wayne Garage Door scoreboard. we've got a doubleheader this week coming up on Friday night. It's New Philadelphia at Dover here on Big Time Sports. Greg and I will have the call tomorrow night. I want to thank our director, Ty, and his outstanding crew here tonight, doing another great job. Appreciate all their work.
They do a great job, Ty and his crew and all the camera folks doing an excellent job bringing us this game tonight.
Here's a handoff and no gain.
Ethan Percy, the ball carrier.
Percy wrapped up and dropped.
Tackle by number 34, Braxton Van
Looked like number 34, freshman Braxton Van Fossen with a stop. Good size for a freshman, Greg. 6'2", 185 pounds, and a linebacker.
2 weeks ago, the Ridgewood game, in all of Indian Valley's youth football players from kindergarten all the way up to 8th grade were recognized, and they came across the track here in front of us. It was an endless sea of football players. I guess that's what happens when you win state championships. Everybody wants to play football. So, that's a major advantage, especially for a Division IV school, to have so many players come out for football.
2nd down and 10. Ball at the 3. We're under 5.5 minutes to go. Hersey again. Hersey crosses the 5. Cut down near the 7-yard line. We're going to take a quick timeout. A little more than 5 minutes to go here in the 4th. Back after these messages. Back here at Indian Valley, Braves on top 42-7. And we have Claymont with a 3rd down and 6. Ball near the 7-yard line. Ball in the air. Jenks goes up, and it's broken up incomplete out near the 35-yard line.
Adler selling the coverage.
Pretty good coverage in that secondary by the Braves. Ended up being 3 defenders back there. And it's now 4th and long, and Claymont will kick it away.
It looked like number 20, Adler Sell for Indian Valley, was the one who jumped up and knocked that ball down, 5'9", 145-pound junior.
TC Cannon, the quarterback, will drop back to receive the punt near the Claymont 40. Kick by McMorrow. Cannon stays away. Pretty good roll here for McMorrow and the Mustangs, as it will go down to the Indian Valley 42 as the clock continues to run. Want to thank Pangrazio Pizza before or after the game. Be sure to treat your family to the best pizza and pasta and salad in town. It's Pangrazio Pizza in downtown Dover.
Get these running clock games, and the second half goes by pretty quickly.
Sure does. It sure does. Here come the Braves, 1st and 10 from their own 42. Cannon handoff, sweeping to the right side, running room into Claymont territory on the carry, number 21, Bodie Raymond. Don't forget, at the end of our game tonight, it's our Altman Hospital wrap-up show and our Clar's XL screen printing player of the game announcement. Here's the replay.
TC Cannon handing that ball off there to number 21 for Indian Valley, getting the carry, Bodie Raymond. He's 5'4", 130-pound sophomore. He finds room for about 12 or 13 yards.
At the 45, 1st and 10 for the Braves as we come up on 2 minutes to go in the game. Direct snap, and now it'll be Cannon taking a knee back near midfield.
TC Cannon takes the knee.
So Indian Valley is going to improve to 9-0. Remember, earlier in the season they had a game canceled or forfeited. Claymont is going to slip to 6-4. Both these teams will be in the playoffs, and we'll keep an eye on them right here on Big Time Sports.
And looking at the computer rankings here for Indian Valley in Division IV, Region 15, New Lexington is the number 1 ranked team. New Lexington had a real nice team last year. Indian Valley beat them in the 3rd round of the playoffs. Jonathan Alder from out of Plain City, they're in 3rd position, and Unioto out of Chillicothe is in the 4th position. So looking at maybe the 5 through 8 teams, that's who Indian Valley would draw, I think, in the 2nd round. We've got Columbus East, Indian Creek, Philo, and Circleville. So it'd be interesting to see who Indian Valley will draw here in 2 weeks, and be fun to watch Indian Valley through their playoff march here in 2025.
There's another snap and another knee for Cannon, and that is going to do it. So the Indian Valley Braves will pick up their 9th win of the season against no losses as they record a 42-7 rout over the Claymont Mustangs here tonight at the Hut. We are going to step aside, and we'll bring you our Altman Hospital wrap-up show after this timeout on Big Time Sports.
With Bell Store's Bell Buddy Rewards, you save in-store and at the pump. New members receive 20 cents off per gallon as a welcome gift. Everyday savings are made easy. Instantly enjoy 3 cents off per gallon just for being a member. When you spend $25 in store, unlock an extra 5 cents off per gallon on your next fill-up. Buy 5, get 1 free. Track your drinks and earn free coffee, fountain, icy, and espresso with drink clubs. So start saving today. Download the Bell Stores app and sign up for Bell Buddy Rewards.
Beaver Constructors is a full-service general contractor delivering top-notch commercial construction management, general contracting, and design-build services across Ohio. We prioritize doing things the right way, ensuring the highest quality in every project from critical infrastructure to facility improvements. Beaver Excavating excels in heavy civil contracting for commercial, industrial, and transportation sectors. We believe in making a positive impact through community involvement and client satisfaction.
It's March, baby, and Simpson Heating and Cooling is bringing the heat. And the shot is up. The shot is up. You call that a shot? Why don't we get somebody to teach these guys about the game of hoops?
What do you think, Coach?
So I thought you said these guys were all-stars.
They are a lot more professional here in their installation. Check out this installation. He's got 1 turn. He makes 2 turns. Wow! Sweet banana. We have got a full installation.
Now I see what you meant when you were talking about all-stars. These guys know what they're doing.
Somebody call for an all-star?
When madness hits your home, choose Simpson.
Back here at Indian Valley, and the Braves finished their regular season undefeated with a 42-7 victory over the visiting Claymont Mustangs on the Wayne Garage Store scoreboard. Hi again, everybody. Dave Sheets along with Greg Williams and our crew tonight. It is time to bring you the Altman Hospital wrap-up show. Indian Valley a winner, and Claymont slips to 6-4 on the regular season. Greg, we talked earlier, both these teams headed to the playoffs, and Indian Valley obviously with a lot of momentum.
Yeah, Indian Valley, 2nd straight year now they've gone undefeated. in the regular season. They've got a lot of momentum going. They've met every challenge, whether it was Greene or Steubenville or Ridgewood or Garaway or now tonight against Claymont. They are 9-0. They get a week off next week to get healthy and back into the playoffs again. And like I said, it'd be interesting to see if they can win it all for a second consecutive year.
We continue with the Altman Hospital wrap-up show. Let's take a look at some of the team numbers, Greg.
First of all, looking at the rushing yards, Claymont just never could get it going on the ground. That was the game plan. It looked like coming out. They came out in a wishbone with the Moose in the backfield, and they're trying to ground out some first downs. But as you can see there on the screen, they were only able to muster up 29 yards on the ground. Indian Valley, same old, 326 yards on the ground, led by Grady Kinsey and Riker Williams. Grady Kinsey over 100 yards. Riker Williams very close. The passing yards there, Carson Golick for Claymont was able to complete 9 passes for 123 yards. Riker Williams didn't have to throw a whole lot tonight. He completed 6 balls for 70 yards. First downs in favor of Indian Valley. Fairly clean game as far as penalties are concerned. Each team turned the ball over twice here tonight.
Greg, I want to thank you doing a double duty tonight, handling our stats. Did a great job. We continue with the Altman Hospital wrap-up show, and now it's time to announce our Clars XL screen printing player of the game. And who do we have?
We are going to give the player of the game tonight to number 22, Grady Kinsey, on his last regular season game here at Indian Valley. Mr. Kinsey, 17 carries, 164 yards, which was an average of 9.6 yards per carry. He found the end zone 4 more times here tonight. Also played a great ball game on defense as well. So our Clars XL player of the game, number 22 senior, Grady Kinsey.
All right, Greg, great job here tonight. We thank you, and that's going to do it for our Altman Hospital wrap-up show as we say goodbye from Indian Valley, where tonight the Braves complete their undefeated season. They rout Claymont by a final of 42-7 on the Wayne Garage Door scoreboard. For my partner, Greg Williams, this is Dave Sheets. Thanks for watching high school football right here on Big Time Sports.